Hey you guys, so I wanted to do a live. I don't know if you guys can see my board. I wanted to do a live on how to get lash clients because it's something that seems to be a big struggle for. Why does this seem off center? Hey Andrea, hey Diane, how are you guys doing tonight? It seems to be a big struggle for a lot of lash girls. So I was like, why don't I just go live? This is going to be part of, I think y'all can see that. This is going to be part of the workshop that I'm hosting live. Hey, Victoria. That I'm hosting live on Friday. So, if you want to be a part of that, sign up. Basically, the workshop is the 2025 Lash Business Blueprint. And I'm going to take you step by step on how to create a vision board for your business, how to turn that vision board into goals, and how to turn those goals into actionable steps for each quarter of 2025, okay? And not just for getting clients. We're talking about actually learning how to lash better, as well as how to use social media in order to turn it basically into a lash ATM. Because when I first started lashing, you guys, I would just post and just wait for someone. I was begging for a like back in the day. I don't know about nobody else, but it was hard for me to get a like, let alone a DM, someone asking me to for a lash appointment. And as far as the girls clicking the link in my bio in order to book an appointment, that wasn't happening. And it wasn't happening not because I wasn't a good lash artist, right? Because when we think about a lot of lash artists that we see, hey Christine, hey Hot Mama, hey Spiritual Ready, when we think about a lot of lash artists that we see online, all of them aren't always good, right? But it seems like a lot of the lash artists, no tea, no shade, that have horrible lashes are fully booked. And everyone that I see, all of the other girls that have six-figure lash businesses, they're selling you ebooks and classes on lash maps and how to lash better. No one is really talking about what you really need to know in order to scale your business to six figures. No one is talking about that. And what you really need in order to scale your lash business or any business to six figures is you need clear goals. You need SMART goals. And in order to get clients in the door, you need to be able to take those goals and apply them to social media. Okay? It's not just posting on social media and hoping that you're going to get clients. That's not how that works. That's not how that works with any business. Not only am I a six-figure lash artist, but I also have my MBA, my Master's in Business Administration. Okay? So when I got my degree in 2016 and I decided to start lashing on the side of my corporate job, I applied my knowledge from my MBA in order to scale my business. Okay, so the things that I'm going to be talking about in this workshop can be applied to anything, but I wanted to make a workshop specifically for lash artists, beginner lash artists. So if you are a beginner lash artist and you want to scale your business to six figures, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of what we're going to be talking about in the workshop on Friday. Hey, Taylor for Beauty. Hey, girl, I ain't seen you in a while. Well, I haven't been on live in a while. So, So I'm going to give you the behind the scenes of what we're going to talk about on Friday. Now, the 2025 Lash Business Blueprint Workshop, that is going to be a live Zoom call. You're going to get a workbook before class, and we're going to do exercises during the workshop. Okay. So it's not going to be a course, that you buy and you just watch a recording. And girl, me too. I've been busy too. And you just watch the recording. It's going to be an interactive class. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me get you guys where you can see the full board here. Okay, so first of all, let me put the date of the class so you guys know. All right. I'm going to do Lash Biz because that's going to be way too long. Okay, it's Friday, December, I think it's 13th at 8 p.m. If you sign up, you will get a recording of the class. So if you can't make that date, that's perfectly fine. You'll get a recording of the class. So let's go ahead and get into it on why I'm going live today. Okay, one of the things that a lot of lash artists do not understand when they are posting online, okay? All money is not good money. I'm going to say that again. All money is not good money. You do not, as a beginner lash artist, you do not want just anybody coming into your salon, your lash space, okay? The thing is, with a lot of beginner lash artists, and I used to do this too, I would just post my lash sets and hope that anybody booked my classes. Thank you so much. Let me see if I can pin this. Pin this comment. Thank you. The thing is, you do not want anybody into your business, okay? Like I said, all money is not good money. The person that you want, you need to be very clear. When I first started lashing, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Unfortunately, I started doing Groupon, okay? Somebody told me, girl, just get on Groupon to get lash clients, and you'll get a lot of lash clients. I did get a lot of lash clients, but guess what? Those lash clients, they were sale chasers, okay? They would not book me unless I was having a sale. They would, and if they did want to book me when I wasn't having a sale, they would come into my DMs or my texts and they would try to haggle me. And they'd be like, oh, well, I just feel like $100 is too much. Can we do like 75? I could go over here and I could get it for 75. I could get lashes for $75. Or, oh, the last time you did my lashes, they didn't really last, so I don't think that $100. But the last time you got your lashes done, you did not follow up and say that they didn't last. Now that you want a discount, all of a sudden your lashes didn't last. Okay? So I learned very quick through using Groupon in order to get lash clients that every client is not a good client for my business. Now, how does this tie in to you posting on social media? How does this what difference does it make for you to get lash clients. You could just be saying right now, okay, well, now I know not to use Groupon. People on Instagram and TikTok, they will do the same thing. If you are not clear about your lash client, the ideal lash client, hey, Lash Vibes, if you are not clear about the type of lash client that you want in your business, you will get anybody. And you don't want just anybody. Thank you for sharing the live. Thank you for the hearts. You don't want just anybody in your lash business. So the first thing that you need to do, step 1.
I found this on the web.
I know you lying. Miss Ma'am, I didn't ask you for none of this, Miss Siri. Thank you so much. Is to define your ideal client. Okay? Your ideal client may not be the same as Keisha's client down the street. Okay? This is your ideal client. Your ideal client. All right? Meaning, do you want to service, when you close your eyes and you think of what you want for your 6-figure lash business, because a lot of beginner lash artists, and I was guilty of this too, I didn't stop to think, what would my business, my 6-figure lash business look like? What does that look like? All I wanted was to make money fast when I started lashing. I'm just going to be honest with you. The girls on social media, they made it look super easy to make quick money. And I was like, yeah, I want to make an extra $400-$500 a day on the side, doing 2 or 3 lash clients. Yeah, I want to do that. That was my goal, right? But as someone that has scaled to 6 figures and about to scale beyond, I'm telling you, that's very short-sighted. That's very short-sighted. What you want to do is you want to envision what your business would look like at 6 figures. Okay? In that vision, what type of lash clients would get you to 6 figures? Because it's not just, like I said, it's not just any lash client. Because you could get lash clients that want to haggle you about your price. You could get lash clients that are 20 minutes late and don't care about pushing back your entire schedule for the day for your other clients that are coming behind you. Okay? Hey, Claude by Jessica. You could get lash clients that don't take good care of their lashes. You could get lash clients that don't appreciate your business. All right? That don't follow your policies and procedures. Hey, Claudia. So it's very important for you to get clear on the vibe of your business. Do you want it super friendly and girly, or do you want it super professional? One of the major keys is to define your ideal lash client. Okay? So when you go onto social media and you are creating content, you are talking directly to her. Okay? If you're just posting lash content and you don't have a specific person in mind, you're going to get any and everybody. And 9 times out of 10, those any and everybody people, and I'm just going to be honest, they're going to be bottom of the barrel than what you expected. And then you are going to get discouraged. Hey, Janine, you are going to get discouraged because you're getting all these people that do not see the effort and they don't respect your business. So let's talk about how you're going to define your ideal lash client. First of all, we need to talk about the demographics. Okay? We need to talk about the demographics of your ideal lash client. And if somebody else is online telling you guys how to do this, let me know, because I don't see any of the lash girlies giving out the secret sauce on how to actually get lash clients in the door, okay? So when you are posting on social media, you need to be talking to your ideal lash client. And one of the ways to narrow down and the things that you need to think about when you are creating this specific avatar, this specific persona, is the demographics. Now, what encompasses the demographics of an ideal client? You need to think about, what is her age range? Do you want a whole lot of college students for clients? That's fine. There's no right or wrong answer, because this is your business. This is your lash business. This is nobody else's lash business. This is your lash business. So do you want all of your clients, when you envision a 6-figure lash business and you're being fully booked with clients and you're receiving money hand over fist, are those college students that are coming to you? Are those sorority girls? Are those, the girls that are really into their studies? Okay? Because if they are college girls, your age range is going to be about 18 to about 24. All right? Or maybe you want corporate girlies. That age range is going to be 26 to maybe, let's narrow it down, 35. Okay? The way that you market to a girl, to a woman in her early 20s, is going to be way different from how you market to a woman in her early 30s. Am I making sense? If this is making sense, you guys, please give me hearts. Because if not, I'll try to explain it in a different way. If this is making sense, please give me hearts. The way that you market your lash business to a woman in her early 20s versus her early 30s is going to be different. It's just going to be different. Okay, then you need to think about gender. Are you going to market to women? Are you going to market to men? Or are you going to market to anyone? And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm not saying, thank you so much for the follow, Selma. I'm not saying market to either or both. What I'm telling you is you need to think about it as a business owner. Okay? Because you can't talk about, if you want just men, you marketing and saying something about, lash extensions, when you're on your period, you still look great. When you feel like shit during that time of the month, lash extensions are still going to make you look great. That's not going to speak to a male audience. You see what I'm saying? My 3 biggest regrets when I first started lashing was not having clear goals, not investing in learning how to use social media and market, and not having a plan on how to lash. When I first started lashing, what I mean by not having a plan on how to lash, I chased a lot of trends. And when you trace a lot of trends, you don't really learn too much. When you're trying to learn how to master lash curls, and then the next month you're trying to learn how to master lash maps, and then it's like, okay, I've been practicing volume, and now everybody online is talking about how to master volume lashes. You're not going to learn anything. You're going to be a jack of all trades and a master of none. So those were my 3 mistakes when I first started lashing. Okay. So part of the demographics, when you are trying to define what your ideal client is, so when you start posting on social media, you can talk directly to that ideal client. You need to think about the demographics. Inside that demographics is, what is the ideal age range of your ideal client. What is their gender? Then we're going to think about location. Where are you located? I see so many, when I do the social media audits, I see so many of you guys not tagging your location in every post. That's an easy gimme. Thank you, Mad, for the like. That's an easy gimme. Because if you are, let's just say, if you're in Brooklyn and someone else that's in Brooklyn is looking for a lash artist, and they go on to TikTok or they go on to Instagram and they type in Lash Tech Brooklyn, you tagging Brooklyn on your post because you are located in Brooklyn, the algorithm will literally serve up your content. The algorithm will literally, it will serve up the content. Even if they put Lash Tech in TikTok or Instagram, a lot of people don't have their settings to where it doesn't track their location. They haven't taken off the settings to where it doesn't. That irks me as a client. Like, where are you located? I like your content, but where are you? Exactly. Thank you, Tara. Exactly. So that is an easy gimme. When you are posting content, tag your location. And for my lash students, I tell them, put your location, and this is an extra little tidbit of information, put your location in your bio. Your bio is the billboard of your page. That's the first thing that people are going to see. Correct me if I'm wrong. When you go to somebody's Instagram page, whether it's for, I don't know, an Amazon link, you like the nails, whatever the case may be. When you click on somebody's profile, don't you look at the bio first? You look at the bio first. So make sure as a beginner lash artist that you have your location front and center on your billboard so they know exactly where you are. Also, when you create your content, you can mention your location. Okay? POV, Brooklyn girls like to keep their lashes and nails done. You're talking directly to your ideal client. Girls in Brooklyn that like their lashes done. But if you don't know who your ideal client is, you will not be able to make content to talk to her or him or them. Okay? The next thing that you need to think about when you're talking about demographics is income level. If this is making sense to you guys, please heart the live so I know that this is landing. Please heart the live so I know that this is landing with you guys. You need to be thinking about the income level of your, thank you so much for the likes. You need to be thinking about the income level of your desired lash client, because that's going to dictate your prices. That's going to dictate your prices. If the income level is on the lower end, let's just say, depending on where you are in the United States, if it's, let's just say, $25K to $35K, you can't come out the gate charging $250. Thank you so much, Matt. You can't come out the gate charging $250 for a lash set. Okay? Because your ideal client can't afford that. If your target audience's income level is $80K to $100K, you may get away with that. Okay? So when you are posting on social media, And in the workshop on Friday, we are going to go over this more in detail, but this is kind of like an overview. This is free game. Think about who your ideal client is when you are trying to get lash clients. Okay? Thank you so much, Bling Squad, for the follow. I appreciate it. Again, we are going to go over this way deeper in the workshop. Okay? But this is just surface level. This is free game. And I hope if you need to screenshot this. This is going to make the difference between where you are at the end of 2024 and where you are trying to go in 2025. Okay? This is going to make the difference. You right now, a lot of you guys, because like I said, I used to do it too. I would just post. Before and after lash sets. I would just post, just random stuff that I thought would bring me clients. But I wasn't really talking to anyone. I wasn't really talking to anybody. But when I really got clear on who my ideal client is, that's when I started to see more bookings come through. And then when I started to see more bookings come through, I started to lean into this content. I started to make it very, very specific. Okay? Girls in Dallas, Texas don't have time to be wearing makeup when they could just wear lash extensions and lip gloss. That, I remember when I posted that I got 3 bookings off of that one post. I called out my client. I'm in Dallas, Texas. You need lash extensions because it's hot here. If you live in Dallas, you know that our summers get up to 103, 105. You are not going to you're not going to want to wear a full face of makeup in July in Dallas, Texas. Why not just get lash extensions, pop on some lip gloss, boom, you're out the door, you still look cute. Okay, so screenshot this, and I'm going to go on to the next thing that follows it, that goes basically hand in hand with this. Baby, I like having a spray. The spray do something a little different. Luna, Davenus, what are you talking about, hon? Are you okay? I don't understand the questions, babes. Hey, Samantha. Okay, so once you have your ideal client in mind, right? Once you have your ideal lash client in mind, like I want to market to all college students, okay? I want to target college students with money. Because just because somebody is a college student don't mean that they a broke college student, right? You can target college students that have money. And if you don't believe me, you need to go onto these, you need to fall down Sorority Rush on TikTok. Okay, where these girls be having on a $5,000 outfit just to go to class. Okay, so once you have your ideal client, the next thing you're going to do is you are going to target or focus on crafting your messaging on Instagram or TikTok. Okay? Okay, in school, when I was going to school for my MBA, we called this copywriting. And you could Google that. That's really what it is. It's copywriting. Copywriting is any caption that you see on IG or TikTok, including the hashtags. Any email that you have that comes from a business, from Bath and Body Works, where they're sending you those sales, that's copywriting. Okay? Anything, believe it or not, that you see on Twitter, tweets from businesses, even the sassy ones, okay? Blogs, that's a form of copywriting. All of that is a form of copywriting. Okay? So once you get your ideal client in mind, once you go through what you want, what that ideal client is going to look like for your specific lash business, the next thing that you need to focus on is, how am I going to talk to her? What are your captions going to look like? Okay? Now, again, we're going to go deeper into this in the workshop on Friday. All right? We're going to go deeper into this. But I'm going to give you the surface level items that you need to be thinking about. Okay? This is pure gold. This is pure. So for the six people that's on this TikTok, baby, y'all about to get this work. Okay? All right. So first thing you need to think about is the pain point. Pain points of your ideal client. Let's just say your ideal client is a stay-at-home mom. Okay? The pain points of a stay-at-home mom, she doesn't have a lot of time. She don't have a lot of time. And on the other side of that coin, she doesn't have a lot of time for herself. A lot of the time, stay-at-home moms, they neglect their own self-care in order to get things done around the house, in order to take care of their kids. Okay? Third pain point, since she doesn't have a lot of time to take for herself, she may feel like a shell of who she used to be before she was a stay-at-home mom. Before she used to go for facials. Before she used to get her nails done, get her lashes done. Now she feels like she doesn't have time. She puts herself last. She's burnt out. Those are the pain. That's what we call pain points. Okay? That's what we call pain points. Struggles of your ideal client. If this is making sense, you guys, please leave me hearts. If this is resonating with you guys, please leave me hearts. Let me know if what I'm saying about pain points for your ideal client, if that is making sense. Okay? Pain points is what your ideal client struggles with. Okay? Right now, my target audience is beginner lash artists. Okay? A lot of you guys struggle with getting lash clients. A lot of you guys struggle with isolation. A lot of you guys struggle with not knowing which lash curl to use. A lot of you guys struggle with not knowing what glue to use. Lash retention. Which lash supplies? Okay? Which tweezer should you use? Should I do an in-person class or an online course? Where do I start? Okay? Just joined. I took a course, but I still feel lost. You guys take certifications, and unfortunately, they don't do as promised. Okay? These are pain points of my target audience, right? Hey, Ashlyn, welcome. Welcome to the live, by the way. So when it comes to your ideal client that you want in your business, your ideal lash client, before you hit post, you need to understand what their pain points are. Okay? You need to understand what their pain points are. What are their struggles? Like I said at the beginning of this live, one of the main reasons why you may not be getting lash clients, because I struggled with this myself, so I'm speaking from experience, is because you are not speaking directly to your ideal client. Once you start speaking to her, she's going to book, because she's like, oh yeah, Ashlyn understands what it's like to be a single mom. Ashlyn understands what it's like to be a college student and not have a lot of time and to be stressed out and to have an 8 a.m. class and you just came from a sorority party the last night and you feel like shit, but you don't want to walk around campus looking like shit. So that's where lash extensions come in, because all I need to do is wake up at 7 a.m., wash my face, brush my teeth, put on some tights and some Uggs, okay, brush out my lashes, put on some gloss, grab my book bag, and I'm off to class and I still look cute. That's how you need to market. This is the reason why messaging and knowing your ideal client, thank you so much for the likes, Matt. Knowing your ideal client and messaging goes hand in hand. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Because you may know who your ideal client is, but you also need to know how to talk to them. You need to know how to talk to them in the post, whether it's a reel or a TikTok video or a carousel or in your stories, as well as in the caption. And like I said, all of this falls under copywriting. And if you want to learn more about copywriting, Google it, go on YouTube. And there's hundreds of videos. Okay? And this is what a lot of the lash girlies is not teaching you guys. They're teaching you how to do lash maps. They're teaching you how to lay a lash. But as I said at the beginning of this beginning of this live, no shade, no tea. But how many times have you been scrolling through social media and you've seen a girl who is doing lashes and they look like shit, but she's fully booked? That's because that particular lash artist, she knows who her ideal client is and she knows how to talk to them. There's no difference between her and you other than you don't have the information. And that's why I'm providing you the information, because it's very simple. It's just a new skill that you need to learn. Now, another area of crafting your message for your ideal client, right, is also selling points. Okay? I.e., to make it more simple, value. What value do you offer to your ideal client? And I had hey girl, hey, how are you? I had a DM from a beginner lash artist, and I thought this was such a good question. She said, I've been only practicing classic lashes, and everybody else in my city, thank you so much for the follow. Everyone else in my city does volume and mega volume, and I feel like I need to learn volume and mega volume in order to compete. Okay? And she asked me for my advice. Like, should I invest in learning how to do mega volume and volume if that's what everyone else is doing in my city in order to get lash clients? The answer is no. You don't. What you need to do is learn how to craft your messaging to the girls that just want classics. That's it. Lean into crafting your messaging for your ideal client to highlight the benefits of the classic lashes. Okay? And I told this beginner lash artist, because I just thought this was such a good point. Because when I first started lashing, like I said earlier in this live, I was just chasing lash trends. Okay, everybody is learning how to do lash sets with a whole lot of curls, a whole bunch of different lash curls. I need to learn how to do all this. Then next month, everybody is learning how to do wispy cat eye lashes. Now I'm running over here trying to learn how to do wispy cat eye lashes. And in the process, I wasn't learning shit because I wasn't dedicating the time on one thing. Okay? Now, if all you do is classic lashes, lean into your selling of classic lashes. Find your audience. When you call out your ideal client through your messaging on social media, you will find your ideal client. Not everybody wants dramatic lashes. Not everybody want to look like they're going to the club. Not everybody wants full volume lashes. A lot of girls these days, they want natural lashes. Soft girl era, Pilates girls. They don't want a whole bunch of extra on their face. They want their lashes to look very natural, but pretty. Strong, healthy, light lashes. Corporate girlies, they don't want to go into work leading a business meeting looking like they about to go to the club. Now, there's nothing wrong with volume or mega volume. I'm just telling you what those ideal clients want. You think when have we seen Lori Harvey with some long mega volume lashes on? Lori Harvey is a classic girly. At most, a hybrid lash girl. She don't do too much. Okay? That is one example on how to add value to your messaging when you are posting online. Okay? So when you are posting, number one, think about your ideal client. And number two, think about how you're going to craft your message to speak directly to her. Okay? Now, from here, and I'm going to say something very controversial. You guys ready? I hope you guys are getting this. If you need to screenshot it, screenshot it. But we're moving to step 3. Okay? And this all should be in your notebook first. Okay? You need to sit and think about this. This is not something you just do on the fly. You need to sit and think about this. If you do not join the workshop on Friday at 8 p.m., I suggest that you Google the talking points that I'm saying. Okay? As I said before, I'm not just a 6-figure lash artist. I actually have my master's in business. And that's what helped me scale my lash business to 6 figures. So all of the talking points that I'm giving you guys, you can literally screenshot this board, go onto YouTube, type in selling pain points, or what are pain points in selling? What is copywriting? And you can watch free classes on YouTube. Now, the workshop that we're going to do on Friday is going to be all in one. But if you don't want to buy the workshop, don't buy the workshop. It's only $25, okay? But if you don't have $25 or you feel like it's not worth $25 for you to get all this information at one time as well as get the recording, be able to ask questions, do activities and exercises during the workshop, because it's not a course, it's a workshop. Y'all gonna do some work. Okay, I'm gonna put y'all to work. If you want to have a 6-figure lash business, I'm going to take you step by step, where I'm going to hold your hand and we're going to walk through my strategy. Ashley, you could click the link in my bio, come out of this live, go to my TikTok page, click the link in my bio, and it's the first thing at the top. And it's only $25 to sign up. So, if you guys don't want to do that, that's fine. The information that I'm giving, you're welcome, Ashlyn. The information that I'm giving you, you can Google it and get training from YouTube. You could watch free classes on YouTube. Okay? I'm giving you guys, I'm giving you guys the secret sauce. And like I said, if you know someone online that's teaching you guys this stuff, please let me know, because I ain't seeing it. All I'm seeing is girls push courses on how to lash, but they're not telling you how to scale your business. So, Anywho, no tea, no shade. Step 3. Social media platform. Okay? Step 3. I'm going to say something very controversial. You guys ready? Choose one platform, but get real estate on all. Thank you so much for liking the live. I'm going to say that again. Choose one platform, but get real estate on all. What do I mean by that? I mean, when I first started lashing, everyone was like, oh, you need to repost your content. You need to repurpose your content. You need to repurpose your content from TikTok to IG to YouTube Shorts to Pinterest. And guess what happened? I became a jack of all trades and a master of none. Okay? When you focus on too many things, I don't know if older people in your family used to say this, but too many cooks in the kitchen messes up the sauce. Too many cooks in the kitchen messes up the sauce. If you are a beginner lash artist and you are trying to figure out social media, choose one platform. One platform that you're going to post to. One platform that you are going to post to. Everybody tells you to No, you ain't got time for that. You trying to get to the bag. You are trying to make lash money. You are trying to fill up your books. Choose one platform. Lashiana, what would you recommend, IG or TikTok? Honestly, before I would say TikTok. But we all know, if you aren't aware, TikTok is going to go away mid-January. TikTok is going to go away mid-January. So everyone is going to be flooded to the apps that are already available. So I would say IG. I would say IG. Okay? However, the rest of this is but get real estate on all. What do I mean by that? I mean that you need to create a page on every platform, even if it's dormant. You need to put your flag out on, though, you need to get your real estate. Okay? So you need to make a page on Pinterest. Yes, Ashlyn. So that's exactly what I was about to say. Secure those usernames. You need to have a page on Pinterest. You need to have a page on Twitter. You need to have a page on IG. And for now, have a page on TikTok. And I think the next app that's coming out is Threads. Well, Threads is already here. Threads, and I've been hearing something about an app called Blue Sky. You need to make sure that you have your real estate, but you need to focus on one platform. Why do I say that? Because once you learn once you narrow down who your ideal client is, and you narrow down your messaging to where it's like, it's second nature. It's second nature when you are posting content. Then you can then start repurposing to other sites. Like I said, starting out, you just need to focus on, you need to master one thing first. Okay, you need to master your ideal client and how to speak to her. Once you master that, then you can move on to repurposing or having original content on other platforms. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to be over here on Instagram and then you try to go over to Pinterest and somebody has your username. That's why I say get real estate on all platforms. Okay? Also, some platforms talk to each other. So you can repurpose you could post on multiple platforms without even thinking about it. Yes, I did this while in school and I'm booked out for months in advance. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? What I'm talking about. Okay? Like, for instance, if you make a Facebook page, and I know, only older people are really on Facebook. I get it. But if you make a Facebook page, and then you make an IG page, and you connect those two, and then you go over to Pinterest, I don't know if you guys know, but Pinterest and your Instagram talks to each other. So when you make a post on Instagram, they simultaneously, without you even thinking about it, they will post to both Facebook and Pinterest. Okay? So make sure that, like I said, if you want to focus on IG, but get your real estate on all, and then research what platforms connect. Okay? Because every time I post on IG, it also posts to my Facebook page and my Pinterest page. Okay? So just think about that. The next thing you need to think about with your social media platform, let's just take IG for instance, since we've been talking about IG. You need to master IG. If you are only going to focus on IG, if you're only going to post on IG, or if you're only going to post on TikTok, or you're only going to post on Pinterest, you need to master that platform. Now, that does not mean do not be a slave to the algorithm. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying be a slave to the algorithm, because the algorithm changes every month. Okay? What I am saying is learn the features. Learn what you can do in stories. Learn what you can do with reels. Because with reels on Instagram, there's a new feature, added to it. Like with reels, you can, you could tag, if you have products, you could tag your products in a link in a reel. You could schedule a live in a reel to remind people. You could set up a reminder. You could tag your private IG chat in a reel. Learn the features of the one platform that you will be posting your lash content to. Okay? Let me see if I can. There we go. Learn the platform that you will be posting your lash content to. That's why you only need to choose one platform in the beginning, so you can master it. All right? And I'm going to hit on one more step. And then, Then I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. There is a total of 10 different steps, but I'm just going to give you guys 4 for tonight, because this is a lot of information. Again, we're going to go deeper in depth in the Lash Business Blueprint Workshop on Friday. Okay? So, step 4. How many people are on this live? 4, baby. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little sneak peek of how to create a social media content strategy. Baby, I like small classes because I don't feel like I'm doing too much. I give y'all the game and don't feel like I'm doing too much. Okay. So, step 4, social media content strategy. Okay, so this is where everything is going to tie in, right? You have your one platform that you chose to post content. Thank you so much for the like, Lashiana. You have your one social media one social media platform that you decided that you are going to post content to, right? Then you have thought about your ideal client. You narrowed that down to a T. You know her age, you know where she works in your mind, because this is a profile. Keep in mind, your ideal client is an avatar that you are creating. It is a profile. All right? You know where she works. You have given her name. Okay, this is how specific I want you guys to be when you are creating the persona, the profile, the avatar of your ideal client. Her name is Michelle. She is a college student. She goes to a private college, meaning that she has money. Okay. Her allowance is $5,000 a week. Yeah, there are college students that get that. She's a Pilates girl. She likes Lululemon. She likes to keep her hair and nails done. She likes a fresh blowout. She likes to keep her highlights together. She doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup. She's more on the natural side. She likes classic lashes. Okay? She drives a Benz. I need you to be that specific. Okay? Then when you're that specific in your notebook, then you're going to go through the messaging that we talked about. What are her pain points? What does she value? What would she value from lash extensions? Okay? And you're going to think about how you are going to add that into your copywriting. And what is copywriting? Copywriting is the IG captions that you read, the TikTok captions that you read, the hashtags, blogs that you read, emails that you get. All that is under copywriting. So you're going to think about the copywriting that you're going to do. Then you're going to choose one platform that you are going to talk to your ideal client on, and you're going to do the copywriting on. And then we're going to go into, you're going to take all that information, and then we're going to go into how are we going to pull that together and into a content strategy. Okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to show our work. Okay? This means for every lash client, and let me back this up, you can still use this same strategy if you have no clients. Because I get that question a lot. Can I use this if I have no clients? Yes, you can. What you need to do, this dummy head, okay? This from one of my lash students. This little dummy head, I need you to post how the dummy head looked before you did that lash set and how it looks now. Minus the, what's the name? The lash tape underneath. Okay? What's the difference? You need to, if you know how to do mega volume and classics, if you lashing on lids, I need you to post your lids. Okay? So don't think you just need clients in order to show your work. Don't believe that lie. All right? So one of the things that you are going to think about is showing your work. All right? Then you're going to engage, and you guys keep in mind that this is very surface level. We're going to go really in deep in the workshop. Okay? You're going to engage your ideal client on social media. Okay? This means in your stories and in your content. In your stories, you're going to post polls. You're going to put question box. If you choose IG for your main platform, you're going to post polls in your stories. You're going to post question boxes in your stories. You are going to, for the, if you're doing reels or carousels, you are going to say something like, if you agree, like this post. Okay? Or maybe the post is showing a classic set versus a volume set. Then in your caption, you're going to say something to let me know which one you prefer, classic or volume. Okay? Why is engagement so important on social media? When people like, share, save your posts, the algorithm will push it out to more people. That includes TikTok stories and IG stories. When people like your stories, when they answer polling questions, when they answer the question box, that is going to push it out into the algorithm. Okay? And the things that I'm telling you, these are not one of those things to where the algorithm favors it this month and it's not going to favor it next month. No, these are tried and true. Forever, you could bet your bottom dollar when you have people engage with your posts and stories on social media, the algorithm will push it more. Okay? That's how people go viral. When they post a piece of content and people start liking it and commenting on it, the algorithm is going to be like, okay, people like this post. People like this content. So let me push it out to more people. That's why you see content that's called rage baiting, where people will post something that's controversial on purpose to make it go viral because people will leave comments. Good, better, indifferent. The algorithm doesn't know the difference. Okay? Good, better, indifferent. The algorithm does not know the difference. There is a girl on IG that is a lash artist, and all of her content is rage bait. Because she says things that are completely incorrect, and I know that she knows that they're incorrect, but her posts go viral. Now, do I recommend this? No. Because it shows that you're just clout chasing, and it doesn't confirm to your clients that you actually know what you're talking about. Okay? Like one post she has, it's normal for your client's eyes to burn after getting their lashes done. We all know that that's not normal. We all know that that shouldn't be the case. But she posts like things like that so people can rush to her comments and say, no, that's not true. But the algorithm doesn't care that she's getting negative comments. All the algorithm sees is that people are engaging with this post. So they will push her profile in that post more to more people. So when you are doing your content strategy, you need to include things that will push, that will cause engagement to push your content out, such as likes, shares, saves, polls, question boxes. Okay? So show your work, entice engagement. Another thing is, and we're going to talk about let's talk about the types of content, right? Real quick, we're going to go over this really, really quick, okay? Behind the scenes. You don't need clients to show the behind the scenes, okay? As a beginner lash artist. What are behind the scenes? You going to go get coffee. That's behind the scenes. You going to the gym. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I post this stuff all the time. And I'll put up a poll or I put up a question box. What should I get at the coffee shop today? And I get a lot of engagement with people telling me to get a matcha or a latte or a cold brew. Your behind the scenes doesn't need to be, believe it or not, it does not have to be lash specific. Behind the scenes does not have to be lash specific because you are showing your personality. Okay? You are connecting with your audience. That's going to that's going to help you stand out from Keisha that does lashes down the street. Straight up. So behind the scenes can be personal. Don't make it too personal. You know, we don't want to see you and your partner arguing, okay, on your social media. But it can be personal, like what you get at the coffee shop, you going to go work out, you going to TJ Maxx. What you getting from TJ Maxx. Another thing that's behind the scene, how you prepare for a client. Okay, what's your setup look like? What does your lash area look like? Okay? Unboxing. Maybe you got lashes, a new tray of lashes. Okay? Reviews on lash supplies that you just got. You're a beginner lash artist. You're trying out different supplies. Post content on you posting reviews. Do you like these lashes? Do you not? Do you like these tweezers? Do you not? Why do you like them? Why do you not like them? That's content. How you sanitize. Okay? These are all content ideas. The next umbrella pillar that we're going to talk about is education. You don't need clients for this. I'm giving you guys a secret sauce. Educational content. Educational content. Normal. Let's say normal lash outcomes. You could post content saying your lash is supposed to feel light, fluffy. You're not supposed to even know that they're there, right? It's not normal for your lashes to feel heavy. It's not normal for your eyes to burn. It's not normal for you to have red eyes. You would be astonished on how many potential or lash clients do not know that. It's not normal for you to feel pinching or burning with your lash sets. You need to educate your ideal client. You need to let them know what is the normal expectation. How long are lashes supposed to last? How to wash their lashes. Okay? Aftercare. Christmas is coming up. You should be letting them know when you open that oven to pull out that Christmas turkey, you need to allow the hot air to escape before you bend down. Or you're going to send your lash extensions. You don't need clients to inform your potential clients of this. You don't need clients to educate on lash extensions. When you post education, this is building authority with your target audience. This is letting your target audience, Lashiana knows what she's talking about. Mad knows what she's talking about. Ashlyn knows what she's talking about. Every time I get on IG or TikTok, she's educating. I trust her. I want to go to her to get my lashes because she constantly is educating on lashes. Behind the scenes content that builds connection. That makes people feel like they know you as a person. When you build connection with your audience, you're building trust. Okay? If this is resonating, if this makes sense, please leave me likes so I know that this makes sense. Please leave some hearts so I know that this makes sense to you. Behind the scenes content, connection and trust. Education content, authority. I know that Lashiana knows what she's talking about. Okay? Now, next thing we're going to talk about is social proof. Okay? Social proof is a little tricky if you don't have clients. I'm going to tell you that right now. Social proof content, thank you so much for the hearts. Social proof content is a little tricky when you don't have clients, but I'm going to show you how to get away around it. Okay. Now, what is social proof? Social proof is basically reviews. Why are reviews important? When you go to Amazon, before you buy something, what you do? You scroll down to them reviews, don't you? Exactly. That's why it's important. That's why it's important to the consumer. Because they want to know before I purchase this, what is the most likely outcome, right? That's why you look at reviews. So, if you do not have clients, how many people is on this live? Okay. Because I don't want to give out my secret sauce to too many people for free. If you do not have clients as a lash artist, and you like, I need to get reviews. Okay? I'm going to tell you what you need to do. When you have a a lash model. Okay? Follow me. I need y'all to lean in close. Lean in close. All right? Because ain't nobody going to tell you to do this. All right? Let's just say your lash model is your sister. Okay? Before you do your sister's lashes, you're going to have her come in and you're going to have her sit on your lash bed. And you're going to set up your camera on the tripod. And you're going to ask her a series of questions. She's going to answer. What questions are you going to ask her? You're going to ask her, and this goes for clients as well. Okay? This goes for lash clients as well. But if you do not have lash clients, do this with your lash models. Doesn't matter if your sister, best friend, cousin, baby daddy's sister, whoever. When you post it on social media, they ain't gonna know. So you're going to ask them a series of questions. And you're going to record yourself asking. You could be behind the camera. I would be behind the camera. And you're going to record their answers. Here are some of the questions that you're going to ask. Why did you book with me? What makes you interested in lash extensions? Have you gotten lash extensions before? If so, what was your experience? Those are the type of questions that you're going to ask before the appointment. Okay? If you have lash clients, you should be doing this with every lash client. This should be part of your consultation. You should build this into your consultation. Okay? And also, just a little caveat, if you have lash clients, for me, when they book on the booking site, I have the option for them to check yes or no if they want to be on social media. Okay, so that's already out the way. Sure, I can repeat those questions. What made you book with me? What made you book your lash services with me? Have you had lash extensions before? Okay. If they say yes, what was your experience with those, with the last time you had lash extensions? If this is your first time getting lash extensions, what made you want to get them now? Okay. That's before the whether it's a lash client or a model, that's before the service. After the service, you are going to set up your camera, set up your tripod, and you're going to be behind the camera. The client or the lash model is going to be front and center like this, like you are seeing me now. Okay? And you're going to ask another series of questions, and you're going to say, how do you like your lashes? Did the lashes meet your expectations? What do you think about the service? And if it's a client, you don't need to pressure them to say the right thing. You need to because regardless if they say, oh, well, I didn't like the service because it's stinking here, because it's stinky in here. Okay? You may not post that on social media, but you need to hear that feedback. Okay? You need to know that your lash room stinks. You need to know that the lash client came, if you lashing out of your house, they came in here and they smelled nothing but fried chicken up in here, and that was off-putting to them. So the next client, you don't need to be frying no chicken for lunch before they come in. So it's a twofold on why you're getting these reviews. Number one, so if they're good, you could post it on social media. And number two, if they're not good, you know where to adjust your services. Okay? So once you do that, you're going to take the good reviews and you're going to post them on social media as social proof. Okay? Also, and this is just an extra little tidbit before I go. Also, in your booking site, you should have confirmation emails, and you should have a follow-up email after the service. After the lash appointment, they should get a follow-up email. What I included when I first started lashing in my follow-up email is that they would get a $10 10% discount if they left me a good review, or if they left me, not a good review, don't put good review. If you leave me a review on Google, and by the way, if you have a studio, not in your house, do not put your home address on Google. But if you have a lashing studio, you need to have have your business registered on Google. Okay. They would get a 10% discount if they left me a review on Google, and I would have the link to Google. If you are lashing out of your house, ask them to leave you a review in your DMs, and they will get a discount on their next service. And you leave the link to your, whether it's TikTok or whether you're on IG, one platform. Don't give them a laundry list of IG, Pinterest, TikTok, Blue Sky, Twitter. One platform. So let's just say they leave you give them you leave the link in the follow-up email to your IG. And they click the link, they go to your DMs, and they say, "Oh my gosh, Lashiana, I really loved my lashes. You are amazing. The service was great." Number one, you're going to make a note that when this person comes back, you're going to give them a discount. You're going to screenshot that review, and you're going to make it into content as social proof. Okay? That's going to be like your Amazon review. All right? And let me see if I have anything else under here. I think that's it. These are the main pillars you need to be thinking about. I'll give you guys a bonus. Trends. Okay? When you see trending sounds and it's like a little skit with the person in there, that I know that you guys seen other lash artists do it. Like they're pretending to do lashes and it's like a sound. It's a trending sound and they're like mouthing the sound. Trending are trends. Trending content, basically. This is going to help you. This is almost like behind the scenes content where it creates connection and trust. Trending content is going to show your personality. And that's going to build a connection. Okay? When you combine all of this, because there's a reason why these pillars are here. Okay? There's a reason why these 4 pillars are what they are. Because when you start to post behind the scenes content and you build connection and trust with your target audience, when you educate them on lashes and you start to build authority, when you provide social proof, i.e., think of it as Amazon reviews of your social media. When you do trends, IG trends using trending sounds, and you start to build connection by showing your personality, all 4 pillars combined will build your brand. That is what's going to help you stand out and be the best lash artist in your city. That's what's going to get you booked and busy in 2025. Okay? Screenshot if you need. Take this information, Google it, write it into TikTok when I get off of TikTok, and see if I'm not telling you the truth. Watch some YouTube videos on how to create behind the scenes content, how to create educational content, why it's important, why showing social proof is important. Trends on social media. Okay? You want to be booked and busy in 2025? Here you go. Step 1 through 4. Now there's 10 steps, but step 1 through 4, that's enough for you. If you do not attend this workshop, and again, in the workshop, we're going to go really in depth. Okay? Friday the 13th, at 8 p.m. $25, be there, be square, as they used to say back in the day. Okay? But if you don't feel like doing all that and you want to do your own research, I have given you enough. Now again, this is only step 4. There's 10 different steps. We haven't even talked about the 4 main points of building your vision board. Okay? Because if you don't have a vision board for your business, where are you going? What's the vision? What's your final destination? You need to be clear on what you want your 6-figure business to look like. Because you could get a 6-figure business lashing, and you could be burnt out. You could be overworked. You could be tired. What does your 6-figure business look like? Then in the workshop, we're going to go over how to take that vision board, that ultimate, again, vision that you have for your business, and create a business plan. Then I'm going to show you how to take that business plan and reverse engineer it into SMART goals. Okay? Then I'm going to show you from those SMART goals how you advertise on social media, and how you incorporate not only attracting clients, but building your lashing technique. You need to see progress in that area as well in 2025. Hey, Brandon. So the workshop, if you want to get ready in 2025 with your business, this is it. But I have given you enough information on this live to where you can do your own research if you choose to do so. Okay? And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and leave you. And I hope that if you have any questions, let me know. If you want to join the workshop, again, if you can't make it Friday, December 13th at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, when you sign up for the workshop, if you can't make it, you're going to get a link to the recording. You're still going to get the workbook. You're still going to get the worksheets that I create. You're still going to get everything. Okay? So even if you're like, oh, well, I have a dinner Friday evening, I can't make it, so I'm not going to attend the workshop. No, girl, get the workshop. Go ahead and sign up for it. And then sometime Saturday, I'll send everyone the link. Okay? So you don't have to be there. Now, do I want you to be there? Do you want to be there? Yes, because we're going to be doing activities. We're going to be doing exercises. Lashiana, I think it was the other day on IG Live, you said that you wanted to do the vision board during the workshop, so I added that in. Okay? The girlies are going to be able to ask questions real time. In real time. This is not going to be a course where you will just watch and I'm going through. Okay, that was you. Perfect. And I'm just going through and talking and you can't ask me anything. This is not going to be a class where you're just going to sit and you're just going to listen. No, baby. You want to build a 6-figure lash business? We're going to get out our workbooks and we're going to work. We're going to work. I need you to write out your goals using this specific formula. Okay? You are going to get a whole schedule, quarter by quarter, 2025. This is what you need to focus on. Okay? That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. So, I hear a lot of beginner lash artists, they say, oh, well, I don't know where to start, or I get unmotivated. Motivation is an emotion. Okay? Your emotions have nothing to do with your goals. Your emotions have nothing to do with your goals. Your emotions have nothing to do with your goals. I feel like I need to say that 3 times so it could really register. It has nothing to do with your goals. So when you do not feel motivated, and again, motivation is an emotion, you can pull out your calendar for 2025. Even if you took a month off from practicing, from posting, you can pull up your planner and you know exactly where to pick up. That's the point of it all. Okay? So, I will behoove you to attend the workshop. Okay? But if you choose not to attend the workshop, if you choose not to grab your seat, if you feel like this is not going to add value to you, take the free information, Google it. Thank you so much for the roses. Google it, go on YouTube, okay? And everything, baby, I stand behind mine. I stand behind mine. Thank you so much for the gifts. I stand behind mine. You can Google the information I give you, and I'm standing 10 toes down on mine. Okay? And why is that? Because unlike, and no tea, no shade to a lot of other lash artists that are at 6 figures, but I actually have a master's degree in business. So a lot of the stuff that I give you guys is stuff that I learned in my MBA program. It's tried and true. Okay? So hopefully I will see you guys Friday. I will try to come on live between my clients, getting emails out, answering DMs. It's just a lot. Also on my IG, I also have a private chat on IG. It's free to join. Okay? It's free to join. So make sure that you join the private chat on IG. It's just click, it's the Lash Besties private chat is in my profile on IG. So you're more than welcome to join that. But I'll see you guys in class. Oh, also, when you sign up for Workshop Child, you also are on my email list. Okay? My Lash Bestie email list. I have over 6,000 Lash Besties on my email list. I announce everything that I do to them first. Every workshop, every class, they get the email first. Okay? Oh, you're getting the emails? I'm so happy that you like the email list. So yeah, they get everything, every list. So yeah, they get everything, everybody. Well, not everything free, I'm sorry. They get the announcements first. Okay? Yes, I'm so happy, Lily. Yes. Oh, that just makes my heart just swell. So, once you sign up for the workshop, you will automatically be put on the email list. Okay? If you guys have any questions, please feel free to DM me. I would suggest that you DM me on Instagram. Thank you so much, Lily. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. That really means a lot. DM me on Instagram if you have any questions. You'll get a faster answer. Thank you so much for liking the live, Matt. If you guys, thank you so much for the roses. Again, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. All right. Also, if you want me to do an audit of your Lash page, I'm still doing those. So I get DMs for those all the time. Please be patient with me with doing the audits, because I have literally a list of 25 girls. They're free. Okay. The exchange is they're free, but the exchange is that the audits will be posted on my IG and TikTok. So I'm just going to be very honest about that. And the reason why I post them on my social media is so other girls can learn. Because one of the biggest myths that I've learned from when I was a beginner lash artist and now teaching lash artists how to scale their business to 6 figures, we all thought that we were the only ones. We all thought that we were the only ones struggling to get clients. We all thought that we were the only ones struggling with social media. We all thought that we was the only ones struggling to get our damn lash sets under 2 hours. Okay? You looking at somebody that started lashing and it would take me 8 hours for one lash set. Me and my best friend literally had to take a lunch break. And she would come in at 7 a.m. in the morning. Shout out Shantae, okay? For being with me when I was getting it out the mud. And laying on that damn table from 8 in the morning to damn near 6 in the evening. On a whole Saturday. While I tried to figure out how to isolate a lash, okay? You are not the only one struggling with these things. I know that on social media you see the finished product. You see the aesthetics. You see the finished lash sets that look full and dark. And you're wondering, why aren't my lash sets looking like that? You aren't the only one that is struggling. Okay? So when you guys DM me and you want a free audit of your lash page, whether that's on TikTok or IG, that's the reason why I post it on social media, so other people can learn. Okay, it's not to blast you, it's not to shame you, it's not to embarrass you. It's because you are not the only one that's struggling in these areas. And when we all know better, we can all do better. Okay? So anyway, thank you so much for attending. Again, the workshop will be Friday the 13th. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.